Good morning. I am so pumped up and excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Mindy Hilton, and I am the director for Sense of Steel, and I am so pumped up to talk about Facebook parties with you today. First and foremost, I want you guys to know that not every single party you do is going to qualify. Not every single party that you do is even going to have sales. You're going to have some parties that are incredible, over $1,000 parties, and you're going to have some parties that are nothing. No interaction, no sales. The host doesn't do anything. The people don't do anything. You're basically talking to yourself, and it's okay. It happens to everyone, okay? So take the pressure off of yourself and find a healthy balance. I like to shoot for 3 parties a week, about 10 to 12 parties a month because of that reason. I have been ghosted before. I've had parties where the host has left the party before. I've had parties where the host has done nothing. I mean, I've had $1,000 parties. I mean, I've had the best of both worlds, if you will. And I like to do more than one a week to just cover myself to make up for the ones that are, not ideal, if you will. Okay. So one of the things that is very important to me about Facebook parties is when you get off of this live or whenever you have time today, I want you to go back to your own party, anyone, you can pick whichever one you want, and look at it, not from your perspective. Look at it from the perspective of a guest. Okay. Do you find your party interesting? Would you participate in your own party if you were a guest? Is it interactive? Is it entertaining? Is it colorful? Is it fun? Is it dynamic? Does it tell a story? Or is it just, straight to business and that's it? Because if you don't even find your parties entertaining, then other people may not as well. And I feel like this is an entertainment industry. We're here to entertain people and show them a good time. Okay, so the first thing that I do when I run my parties Monday to Monday, and I send the host the link to join, usually on Fridays or Saturdays. I have them join and I tell them to start inviting their friends over the weekend just to give people time to get into the group and see what's going on. Not everybody's on Facebook all the time, so not everybody can join right away. Okay, and I want people to get in there. What is the first thing that your guests or the host guests are going to see when they sign into the group, when they join the group? Okay, is it just the banner? Is it just your introduction post? Is it introduction as welcome to so-and-so's party, I'm here to help you all week long, blah, 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 whatever. Is it your introduction about yourself? Or is it something that's going to catch their eye, right? The majority of the people in the group don't know you yet. So if your introduction about yourself is the first thing they're going to see, does that capture their attention? Does just the Facebook banner capture their attention and make them want to see, what's this about? What's Scentsy? Or let me see what's going on. I love Scentsy. Let me see what's scrolling. They just see a banner or they just see a welcome post, right? I like to catch people's attention right away. So I like to put in there, so if I'm inviting the host Friday night to get people in there Friday night, of course I have the banner, I have the welcome post, I do have the link pinned to the top as a feature, and then I have something Scentsy related and an interactive non-Scentsy post related to right away. The first thing that they walk in, the party's already started. We've all been to people's parties before, we're the first one there and it's really awkward, but if you show up a little bit later when the party's already going, it's a little bit more fun and you can feel out the vibe. I like to create the vibe for the people right away. This is going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. I'm not going to bombard you with Scentsy nonstop. We're going to have some fun, games that we play to, or this or that, or which one would you choose, or which one has to go, bacon, tacos, hamburgers, pizza, bacon, you got to hit the road. You're out of here. I'm not getting rid of the other 3 bacon. You got to go. Right? So interact with them already. Be entertaining already. Start already right away. For the rest of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I do 2 posts. I do one that's Scentsy related, usually an LTO or some sort of special, and one non-Scentsy related post, because I want people to start interacting with me so that I can get to know them, so I can feel like we're friends, right? Once the party starts, okay, on Monday, that's really when I do all of my introductions. That's when I introduce myself. It's when I tell them, you know, what's kind of going to go on this week. I tell them my favorite scents. I almost said flavors. My favorite scents of whatever season we're in. And then I do my party points announcement post, like, hey, this is what we're doing. You know, you can get X amount of points for commenting, X amount of points for liking, whatever, joining my VIP group, and so on and so forth. And then I'll tally that up at the end, and there will be a winner. I do like a what is Scentsy post, and then I do 2 throughout the day interactive non-Scentsy posts. I have found my parties to be so much more of a success when I include things that have nothing to do with Scentsy whatsoever. And every month, at the end of the month, so end of February, I got onto Google and I searched interactive March posts, interactive St. Patrick's Day posts, interactive spring posts, and I just pull a bunch. Some are related to St. Patrick's Day or March, and some are just totally random, like predictive text posts. Those ones are great and they're really funny. After a couple people comment, I'll usually tag the host and say, hey, you know, tag the host name. Which one is your favorite? That way the host is like engaging with her friends or his friends also. Okay. So throughout the week, I do about 7 posts a day. I usually do 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8:30. I like to go throughout the day because different people have different types of jobs. Me, I'm someone that works in the evening. So if somebody is posting at 9, 11, and 1, and at 8:30, I'm going to see those posts. The ones that are at like 3, 5, and 7:30, I might not necessarily see them, but at least I'll see the other ones, and then I can catch up later throughout the day. Now, the way that you structure your posts have to like coincide, and they have to go together, and they have to make sense. So for me, obviously wax and warmers go together, but I'm also going to throw in my colored light bulbs on the same day. I'm also going to throw in scent and warmer of the month on the same day. And I'm also going to throw in cotton cleanups on the same day. Let's be real, with shipping the way that it is, I want all of my customers to pack it all in as much as they can and only pay that shipping fee once. Get all that you want. I feel so bad. I used to have like the clearance section and all of the accessories at the end of my party, and I would feel so bad when I would see a customer say, oh, I didn't know you had colored bulbs, but I don't want to buy colored bulbs and pay more in shipping than I would in the bulbs. So let's just put them all together, all on the same day. They can see everything that makes sense and goes together. I like to tell a story like, hey, these are the warmers we have. This is the wax that we have. If you want one right now that's on a discount, you can get scent and warmer of the month. If you like to change up the colored bulbs here, and you're gonna need these cotton cleanups. Like, you need them. If you don't have them, you need them. Game changer, thebomb.com. Okay. So I like to tell a story with that. I do my interactive post one right in the middle of the day around lunchtime because people scroll at lunchtime. And then I do one in the evening. That's usually like my 8:30 post because people are scrolling in the evening. I want them to click on it and see the post and like it and be like, oh my gosh, I actually really like this. What group is this even from? Oh, so-and-so's scent event. Boom, click on it. And now they're in the party page looking at it. Because remember, when they're scrolling on Facebook, laying in bed or laying on the couch, watching The Bachelor in the background, they're not looking at the group. They're just scrolling, and then they see the post from the group and then they click, which is another thing I want to say. I think that it is great to pin the link at the top of the party. I think that you are doing yourself a disservice if you're not attaching that link to every single Scentsy related post that you are doing also, for the same reason that I just mentioned. If someone is sitting there scrolling on Facebook late at night, rewatching reruns of Breaking Bad, and they see the fan diffuser that they really want, it is so much easier for them to just click on the link. It goes right to the website, order, done. than to say, oh, well, what group is this from? Oh, so-and-so's sent event. What is that? I didn't even know I was in that group. Okay, click. Where's the link? I can't find the link. You know what? Forget it. I can't even find the link. And then they get on Scentsy.com instead. Right? No. And if you're worried about spam because you're reposting the same link every single time, go to that product on the website and copy that direct link. That makes it even easier for them. And I believe that the hardest working person in the party should be me. It should not be my customers. My customers should never have to search for anything. It should all be right there. If you want to buy fan diffusers, boom, here's the link to the fan diffusers. If you want to buy the air purifier, please, here's the link to the air purifier. If you want to buy buddies, boom, here's the link to the buddies. And it's in there while they're scrolling on Facebook. They don't have to go back to the group and check. Okay, so moving on from wax and warmers, I then usually do like the fan diffuser systems, all of those. I do all of the wall fans, the minis, goes. I do all that together with the pods. And then the next one I do is like the air purifiers, you know, and so on and so forth. So everything that goes together, right? Like I don't necessarily need to tell you in the order of things that we do them in because you guys have your own rhythm with that and you have your own schedule with that. But it does need to make sense. It does need to flow, right? If you're going to have an unplugged day, have a full unplugged day. If you like to highlight separate items, like I believe that fragrance flowers need their own little separate thing, even though they are considered unplugged, just like scent circles. It's just a little bit different, right? It's a little different, but I still have them on the same day. Because if someone likes a fragrance flower, they might like more unplugged items. They might want to go with a travel twist too. They might want to, and then from the travel twist, they see, well, I was going to say car bar clips, but I can't say that anymore. I'm heartbroken. But they might see other unplugged items. It needs to make sense, guys. Your Facebook parties, scent events, whatever you want to call them, they need to have a flow to them. It can't just be like, throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks, okay? throwing a solid noodle at the wall to see if it sticks. You want to make sure that it makes sense, okay? Interactive posts every day to keep the hype going. Some can be Scentsy. I love the one that's like, which warmer would you pick for this room? But the way that I do it is I do it as, which warmer do you think host would pick for each room? Or what do I say? I say, who knows so-and-so style the best? Which warmer do you think she would pick for each room? And then I tag the host again and I say, shout it out if someone gets it correctly. Okay, because then it's more of an interactive game where now the host is like, oh, I want to see which of my friends know me the best. And then they're kind of in on it too, versus like any other post that's just kind of more individualized. That one I love to do. It is Scentsy related, but it's interactive and it like involves the host a lot. So I want you guys to, yes, love it. It's super fun. Now, when you are making your schedule for the week or the month or whatever you do, you have certain days like party days, consultant or like downline days or customer days. I truly feel like you should be checking in on your party every day. It really doesn't take that much time. And if you feel like it takes a lot of time, then you should time yourself to see how long it takes, because it probably is actually going to take you like 7 to 10 minutes. Every day you need to scroll back through your parties, check all of the posts, all of them, and make sure that you're not missing comments. It's happened to me. It's a horrible feeling. It happens to everybody. I've been in parties before where I've been the guest and I comment and I'm really interested in something, but there's no link for me to shop from and nobody responds. So they just lost the sale. I was ready to shop, had money to shop, I was ready to go. Nobody responded to me. It is our job to check in daily and make sure that we are commenting and responding to people. Now, what do you do if you're going in through your party and nobody is commenting? Well, on my end, I have a feature where I can see who at least is looking at it. Okay, I will go in and I will say, hey, Katie Anderson, Becky Mason Combs, and Jessica Hobbs, which colored bulb is your favorite? And the host, Kelsey Shanko, which colored bulb is your favorite? Or which one do you like the most? I will go in and tag people that are looking at it to try to pull a little bit of a conversation out of them. If they don't see the host commenting, they might feel weird to comment also. And I don't want them to feel weird. I want them to know that they can talk to me. They don't even need the host to be involved. If she has something else going on. I want them to know that they can talk to me about what they like and strike up a conversation. Nobody should be working harder in the party than us. Why? Because nobody cares as much as we do. This is how we make money. Income disclosure here, I will add it. This is how we make money, right? This is how we do all of the things that we want to do. This is how we support our why. This is not how our customers and our hosts support themselves. This is literally just something fun for them that they don't have to do. They're doing it because they want free stuff. And at the end of the day, they either get free stuff or not. At the end of the day, that life-changing paycheck, that makes a difference for us. A couple $100 in sales makes a difference for us. Nobody should be working harder than you. You should be the hardest working person in the party. I do love it when there is a host that makes me look bad, and then that's when you get them to join. But not here to talk about joining today, talking about parties. So do not be afraid to reach out to customers. Sometimes you have hosts that you can talk to and say, hey, why don't you try commenting on a few things, tag, if you see something that someone likes, you can tag them in it, whatever, a little bit of host coaching. Sometimes you're going to have a host that just won't do it. We've all been there. Sometimes you're going to have a host that's not going to do anything. Yes, Becky, thank you. And I will add it to my description. Sometimes you're going to have a host that's not going to do anything. That shouldn't stop you. Do not let that stop you. Do not be the person that says, well, my party tanked because the host didn't do anything. No, you are not that person. You are not going to do that. You're not going to say that. If the party didn't go well, it's for some other reason, and it can't be for a lack of you trying. Try everything you can. I once had this party that was absolutely terrible. I'll be honest with you. It was horrible. The host did nothing. And then from that party, I got a $100 Scentsy Clubber monthly. Right? So she didn't buy anything from the party, but she joined club, and it was $100 a month club. And then that host who did nothing actually ended up joining. So you never know, right? You can't hold the host accountable. I don't like to hold the host accountable if the party doesn't do well. I like to turn it back on me and say, okay, this isn't going as planned. What can I do to change this? I've got to do it now. And I go back through every single night, and I make sure that I am interacting. I make sure that I am answering the questions. I make sure that I am posting the links if somebody asks a question about a product. Okay, it's on me. It's my job. I've got to put in the work if I want to see the successful outcome. I don't want to be the one that says, well, my host didn't do anything. No, the party didn't go well, but it's not for lack of trying. I know that I did everything that I could. Okay. So now you're going through your party. The party is getting ready to end. Okay. The only thing that I do like to lean on the host for is something that I call host nominations. It's my favorite thing to do. I started doing it in maybe like 2 years ago. I will do a post that says, hey, so-and-so, and I tag the host name. I feel like I have glue in my hair. I was gluing yesterday. I feel like there's something there. I like to tag the host name, and I say, hey, so-and-so, who do you think would make a great host? Nominate 3 of your friends, or nominate 3 people who you think would be an awesome host. And then the host nominates her friends, and it's easier for someone to say yes to their friend than it is for them to say yes to me and they don't know me. If my best friend is saying, I'm coming to visit you and we're going to go to Starbucks every single day, I'm like, yeah, we are. Well, I go to Starbucks every single day, even when my best friend doesn't come to visit me. But if she were to be like, we're going to do this every single day and it's going to be fun, it's going to be great, and we're going to do it. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. Let's go to Starbucks. Let's get Trentas and let's live our best life. Whereas if someone I don't know is like, let's go get Trentas every single day, I'm like, I don't need a Trenta. I'm trying to downsize. I really am trying to downsize and get grandes instead of NTs. Like, I'll go with you, but I'm going to get a grande, right? It's a totally different vibe. Okay. Have the host help you. And guess what? If the host ignores the post and doesn't comment, tag them in the comments. Have them answer. Have them call out 3 people. Okay. Then I go back underneath and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I was thinking the same thing. Absolutely love it. This person's already booked for April. So-and-so and so-and-so. Let's do it. What 2 days? These are the 2 days that I have available. When do you want to start? And I put it right out there in public so that other people can hype them up too. And other people, oh my gosh, if you do it, I will buy from you. I've had people say that before. Like, hey, I'm not going to have a party, but if so-and-so does it, I will be in her party and I will order from her party. Great. When are we doing your party? Monday sounds awesome. Perfect. Let's do it. Okay. So that is something that I include in every single party. That is something that I don't let the host get away with. And if for whatever reason they still ignore me, then the people who look at it, those are who I'm tagging. Tagging those people. Hey, let's do it. Whatever. Okay. Host nominations. Okay. Now I run my parties Monday to Monday. I let them finish out Monday. I don't really like end the link on the workstation on Monday because I've had enough late stragglers to know don't do that. Okay. So I wait until Tuesday, and on Tuesday is still routine for me. Tuesday is still part of the party for me. Even though the posts have stopped in the group, Tuesday is the very last day of that party for me. Why? Because that's when I reach out to the host. Hey, this is how much you have in free product credit. This is how much you have in half-priced items. Do you want to take the free product credit and run? Or do you want to grab a joint kit and so on and so on and so on? Offer both of those and I tidy up the host. Okay? Or, hey, your party didn't qualify. Do you want to extend it? Whatever. Like that's the day that I have the conversation with that host. Then every single week, you guys, every single Tuesday, every single one, I do my own booking blitz. Every single one. Why? Because the party is fresh in people's mind. They think it's still going on. They don't necessarily know, right? It's the day after the party. They're still involved. They're waiting on their orders. They're excited about it, or maybe they've booked a party already. It's still on people's mind. I don't see a benefit in waiting 3 months later to do a booking blitz to go 3 months back to those people. Hey, do you remember 3 months ago when you did so-and-so's do-do-do-do-do-do? And then it's like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I wore yesterday or what I even had for dinner. What? No, I'd like to tie it all in because it's fresh on people's mind. I will message every single person that has commented, liked, or looked at a post. And I say, hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for supporting so-and-so in her Send event. She earned XYZ in free product credit and XYZ in half-priced items. I would love the opportunity to spoil you next. I have April 7th and April 14th available. Which one works better for you? If you pick what days work best for you, that's what's going to benefit your business. We know what weeks we need to fill for parties. I can look at my calendar and say, okay, I have 3 booked for that week. I have 3 booked for that way. I have nothing booked for that one. And I have 2 booked for the last one. Okay, I'm going to fill in week 3 and week 4. If someone picks week 1 for April, where I already have 3 parties booked, I mean, that helps and it's great and I'll take it. Of course, I'll take it. I'm not going to tell someone no, but they don't know my schedule. They don't know that for week 3 of April, I don't have anything planned. I need to get some parties in there ASAP. Okay. I reach out to them. I tell them basically what works for me and I let them pick. It's kind of like with our kids. Okay. Do you want to wear your blue shirt or your green shirt to school? You can pick whatever one you want, blue or green, right? So from there, of course, if neither one of them works for that, or neither one of the days works for them, then, we'll wheel and deal and whatever. I'll take a party as a party. I'll take it. But I reach out to every single person. Of course I get no's. Of course I get ghosted. I get ghosted and I get no's more than I get yes. But I have become so used to reaching out and doing these booking blitz every single week that it doesn't really even affect me anymore. I kind of expect it at this point. I'm like, all right, if I'm going to message 30 to 40 people every week, I hope for 10% back in yeses. I feel like 10% back is realistic. That's a little hard to hear. Only 3 to 4 people out of 40, but realistically, yeah. I mean, that's the stats. But if I can get 3 people to fill up week 1, and now I already have 1 booked for week 2, I'm in a sweet spot. I'm good to go. Moving on to the next party, I'm going to fill up week 2 and go down to week 3. Okay, now I go back to the host and I say, oh my goodness, your party was so incredible. We have to do this again. How does September sound when all of our fall and winter scents are out? Oh my gosh, yes, I love that. Boom, 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 boom. Great, I'll pencil you in. And when it gets closer, if we need to change it, we will. But I'm at least going to pencil you in. Or I'm so sorry, your party didn't qualify, whatever. No, go ahead, you can close the link. I like offer them to extend. They're like, no, you can go ahead and close the link. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't we try again in September when all of the fall and winter stuff's out? Because maybe your friends just prefer fall and winter, and I really, really want to try to get you some free products. Okay, now that sounds great. Put me down for September 10th or whatever. Okay, always booking out 6 to 8 months in advance, rebooking, right? Why not? The worst that can happen is that they say no. And then guess what? You'll find somebody else to fill that spot. You will find someone else to fill that spot. I promise you, you will. Okay, you have to take the no's like water off your back. Okay, well, no big deal. It's okay. I'm not going to stop until I get what I want. I'm not going to stop until I have the amount of parties that I want to have. I would give yourself a cushion. I mean, I prefer 3 a week. I'll take 10. When I'm lower than 10, I start to stress a little bit, but I like 10, but it's the constant communication, okay? So, ending with a booking blitz, keeping the ball rolling, keeping your hosts going, okay? And keep on moving through the parties. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. I forgot for a second. I was going to say Wednesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I did not read any of the comments because I get super distracted if I do, but I will go back and I will answer all of them. And if you have any questions, please comment below or you can message me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I love you guys. Go book some parties. Go have a great time. Go reassess your parties. Make sure they're interesting and entertaining. Make sure you would participate in them. And I love you and I'll talk to you later. Bye.